Hey everyone, it's Michael. I hope you're doing well today, and I'm finally back from an anniversary trip with my wife. We took a nice little vacation to Tennessee to get away for a little bit, and it was fantastic. 5 whole years of marriage does a lot to a man, really makes you appreciate your wife for how great she is. And Rachel, if you happen to be listening to this, I love you, sweetheart. Thank you for being in my life. Um, so I haven't really put any videos up in the last 2 weeks, and I had some recorded that I didn't have enough time to upload before I went to Tennessee. So you're going to probably get hit with some videos over the next couple of days, just letting you know. So, and that'll be on this channel and my other channel, Night of the Living Dude, because I'm just completely backstocked with videos to talk about things. I read a lot on this vacation, more than I watched any TV or YouTube or anything, so there's a lot of stuff coming your way. Comic stuff mainly, but still. Anyway, so Mandalorian and Grogu got a movie, and I knew it was coming out. I knew season 3 wasn't so popular. It seems like a lot of people stopped watching after season 2's amazing finale. I myself have never watched a full episode of this show. If you amount all the clips that I've watched of this show, maybe you could say that I've seen enough fragments of like every episode, but never a full one. I'm not really a subscriber to Disney Plus or anything, so that's probably part of the issue here. I love a lot, not all, Star Wars movies. A lot of the TV shows are terrible. Like, just from concept alone, from the things I hear, I don't even waste my time and money. Because I know I'll just be mad, right? And there's very few that I'm actually invested in. I don't give a shit about Andor. I only care about things like the Obi-Wan show that I've never seen. I'm going to give it the chance someday, but it sounds pretty awful. But anyway, so Mandalorian and Grogu, I was kind of curious what this is going to be like. It's coming out next, like, May or March or something. It's kind of just like these two going on their own little adventure. I don't know anything about it because I don't even remember the ending of season 3 of the show. But I gotta tell you, as somebody who really only invests in like the Star Wars movies and comics and books, not really the shows, I am actually excited for this. And I think I'm actually going to see it in theaters because it looks good. It actually looks really cool, which means I probably need to watch the show before I go in. Even though, collecting and keeping up on the series, even though I don't read or buy any of this shit, or watch it for that matter, I know enough that I think I'd be okay. But you never know, right? So, I don't really have a whole lot to talk about because the trailer's not really super engaged in the storyline. It's not really telling you anything about the plot, and I appreciate that. There's a ton of practical effects, ton of practical creatures and monsters. The CGI and the practical effects in their own little categories look amazing. I'm really excited about that. I wish the music was better. The music is not good here. It is as bad as the Solo movie music. Maybe worse. I don't really know. Maybe it'll be better for the movie. But man, I don't know. You need to fix that music or it's not going to be good for me. And that could taint it because it is Star Wars and it's what ruined Solo in a lot of ways. But anyway, so we have a lot of set pieces we show here, and I don't think it's going to be all of the action like a lot of people seem to be hinting it is already. Mandalorian seems like a pretty action-packed show from the things I've seen, and that's all the way back to episode 1. People have raved about that, and I appreciate it for that. I think Jon Favreau, who created the series, really pulled through for fans, and classic fans too, like myself, because of that. And I hope we have even more happen in this movie. I hope it has a good plot. I'm a little nervous about them not showing us enough of the plot because I don't trust Disney. So anyway, not a Pedro Pascal fan. This will be like the first movie I see in theaters with Pedro Pascal in it as far as I remember, because I've done everything I can to avoid the guy. Still haven't seen Fantastic Four either, so yeah. Grogu looks hilarious in here. I love how he's still a little puppet running around and jumping over tables. He's literally like a hand puppet, like you would have had somebody try to entertain you with when I was a kid in the 90s. Like a Barnes & Noble or something, He's adorable. I love it, as always. The Mandalorian himself, what is his name? Din Djarin, looks cool, as always. Really excited about all that for those two. We have one scene where, like, one of the AT-ATs, like, gets taken down off a mountain because of the Mandalorian and Grogu. And that looks awesome. It looks really, really good. I don't know about the sound design for it, but it looks really, really good to me. One of the things I'm really excited about, and this is going to sound so stupid, and you guys are going to hate my damn guts for it, towards the end of the trailer, right? Grogu shoots like a small laser cannon thing at something. Was it a monster? I can't remember. It's been like an hour since I watched the trailer because I had to go to a dentist appointment. But he like shot something with a little laser cannon thing, and I thought Grogu talked for the first time, really. I mean, I think it's the first time. They like said, "Good shot, baby." But it sounded like a familiar voice, and I couldn't place what it was. It wasn't him. He's standing beside Babu Frick from Rise of Skywalker. Now, just so you know, I'm not like a diehard Rise of Skywalker fan, but I like the movie. I think it's way better and way more entertaining than most of Force Awakens and everything about Last Jedi. Rise of Skywalker, I think, is going to have its fans someday like the prequels did. I know it's hard to imagine that, but I do think it will, despite it being a giant mess. You know, the prequels I don't think are as messy as people make them out to be. But I like Rise of Skywalker. I've defended that movie for years despite its problems, and it does have issues. Babu Frick is one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen in Star Wars, and I love him, her, whatever he is. I think he is a he. He's so funny in Rise of Skywalker. I laugh at every single joke that Babu Frick delivers. I love the voice. I think it's the chick who played Phil and Lil from Rugrats. I'm pretty sure. It might be somebody else. But I know that voice from somewhere. And Babu Frick is hilarious. And the fact that he might be in this, you have no idea how excited I was when I saw people talking about that in the comments. I went back and rewatched the end of the trailer. I watched it first thing this morning, like as soon as I got up. So I guess that's why I didn't realize what I was looking at. Maybe my screen was too dark and I was too tired to realize it. But Babu Frick being here, I'm stoked about. I'm not a Star Wars shill, just so you know. I'm not even kidding. The movie looks really cool to me. That is like the most exciting thing for me. I know that sounds so stupid, and I know a lot of you people are probably turning the video off because of me saying that, but I mean it. If this movie turns the tide on Babu Frick, because most people hate him, because most people hate Rise of Skywalker, it would make my day if people started liking Babu because of this movie. But yeah, it looks good, man. I'm excited. After all the shit we've dealt with Star Wars in recent years, all the terrible choices from this company, the fucking crap like Acolyte and High Republic and stuff that I won't even go near, aside from clips and videos on YouTube from people who aren't working for Disney, I'm thoroughly excited for this. I think it looks really good, and I think it's going to be a good thing for Mandalorian fans, but I think it's also going to be a good thing for fans like me who are so pissed off with Disney and don't want to touch anything from them Star Wars-wise. This could be the good middle ground, like how Spider-Man No Way Home was for Disney and fans and normies with, the MCU stuff. Because it feels like people were a little bit more excited about MCU stuff when No Way Home was so good. But anyway, I'd love to hear what you all have to say about Mandalorian and Grogu. Do you think the film's going to be good? Do you think it's going to suck? I'd love to hear everything you have to say about it down below. I hope it's good. I just want another Star Wars movie. I don't want another TV show. The shows do not impress me. They're too overlong. They don't accomplish and satisfy the way they need to, and what they need to, I think. But the movies typically always did, until Disney got their hands on them, and then had no plan. You know? So anyway, what do you think about the film? Are you excited for it? Do you think it's going to be terrible? What are your opinions on Babu Frick? Let's have a real thorough conversation about that down below, too. Anyway, thank you all. God bless you again. Catch you later, and goodbye.